you wasn't you, you would be dissing you, dog.
It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheese heads on, and it filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And away we go from Wisconsin. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flat. Lamar now from the gun. Caught by the open man. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Buying some time right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And oh, he drops the deep shot. A big play to start the game, but it slips through incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
2nd and 10 now. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. We're working a couple yards past the line. Rashawn Gary with that tackle.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, it's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Jackson now on 3rd. He'll get this to Henry. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Working quickly here. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. 2nd and 4. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. 2nd and 3. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal.
Hey, report.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forced.
And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Set. Trouble, 38. Drill, 52. 10.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's 2nd and 7. Completes this one to Kraft. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this.
Ready.
Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10.
Ready.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Offense in the hurry up here.
Do black.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Go red. Set, hut.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
Throwing his love on 3rd. Toward the sideline, and it's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. All right, defense did its job, forced the offense into a 3rd and long, and that, in large part, partner, led to that interception.
Such a dichotomy, Kate, in so many ways. Offensively, we hear all the time what? Stay on schedule, avoid these situations. Defensive coaches, you know what they say, earn the right to rush the passer, earn the right to make them one-dimensional, and when you do, they'll pay it off, and they did in the biggest of ways with that huge INT. You know what I like about this shot down the field, Kate? It keeps a defense honest. They know defensively, if we overcommit, we could get burned deep.
2nd down, Jackson to pass. On the move, headed right. Bateman hauls it in. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give the quarterback a chance.
It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first. Jackson throwing here. Gets this to Bateman. Give him 32 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. The Ravens working here. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush down out to his left. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Packers take possession of the football. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
Thrown on 1st down, Love. Rolling left, buying some time. Now he takes it, and he's going to reach his own 20 before stepping out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Ready.
Love from the gun. Headed out right. This is on target to Christian Watson. And he's out of bounds, just a step short of the 40. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Ready. Hey.
Man in motion here.
Red, yellow. Ready.
1st down throw. Here's Love. He gets a lot behind one. Deep downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Finds him over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. The Packers take their 1st time out. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the 1st. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Let's go now. Yellow, go. Claws red. Set.
Shotgun now for Love. Buys time, rolling right. He takes it himself. No one around. He's got space. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it 2nd. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Fight, 97. Down. 22 needle. Go pink.
Slot man motioned over.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Love. He put some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
Set, cut. Slide through. Red, cycle. Set, go.
2nd and 10, Love trying again. Escapes out to the left. He's on the move. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Blue striker. Drill green. Ready.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The Packers trying to hurry to the line.
It's 4th down.
4th down, here's Love. Forced out to his right. And on fourth down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. On first down, Jackson. He put everything he had into this one. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to throw it. He's trying to go deep again. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
Ready.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Claws, 10. Smash, red. Watch out now, 50 Fury. 52 Blaster. Striker, 3-3. Fight, white. Hut, hut.
Play fake, it's Love. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They get 28 out of that play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Steel, black. Yellow, zoom. Ready?
Running on first here with Jacobs. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey.
1 yard gain.
Triple 38, 6, mega. Hey, green.
They send a man in motion.
Set, hut.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Chased out to his right. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And it ends up out of bounds. A small loss on the play, but they do, importantly, keep possession.
Sometimes, let's face it, it's just better to be lucky than good. Your mind as a runner always goes to worst case scenario when you feel that ball get knocked loose. That time the sideline saved him and his team.
This has been a trend, yet another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 39. He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Jackson now, third and long. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he makes the play. It's a touchdown. But hang on a second. I spy a flag out there, Brock. This could erase that score. Tucker on for the extra point. That's no good. The veteran mishits one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. And he's got a free play here. This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap.
Ready, set.
Offsides call helps him out. It's only 5 yards to go now on first down.
Ready. Hut.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Set, ready. Blaster, stick. Blue, go. Ready.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he goes out a little short of the 40. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need one more now on third down.
Come on, set. Hut.
Throwing, Love. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on fourth and short.
Let's go now. Black shot. Fury, yellow. Shot, 17. Hey, blue. 43 rail. Black ultra. Set.
Love out of the shotgun. This is reeled in by Reed. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the fourth. It's Packers football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the fourth.
Ready, break.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10.
Green Jack. 10 cycles. Ready, go.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. This one taken in by Kraft. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers now within one score in the fourth. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
And he goes down, the pressure gets home, and they will not take another two off that lead. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Jackson to throw it. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers have some new life in the 4th.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Fight 60. Ready.
Jacobs running behind center. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense up to the line fast.
Fight 97.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
Zoom black. Set.
They stick with Jacobs. He cuts it to the right sideline. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. On the move, headed right. Now here he goes. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Go red. Hut, hut.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. 52 Blaster.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. The penalty makes it 3rd and 8 here.
Let's go. Hey, red. Ready?
He's back to throw. Yet another interception, and that could be what does it. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. Yeah. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
This one intended for the running back. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Throwing again is Lamar. Likely's got it right side. And he's tackled for a short gain. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Ravens feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. Packers into a nickel defense, third down. Looking to throw. Getting out to his left. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. Trying to set this up quick. Here he is to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. A lot of mess on the move here. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. A toss now to Henry. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its 2nd. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. This one misses the tight end. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Justin Tucker out for the field goal. A lot of pressure hovering over this kick. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. Bullock's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
On the return, here comes Reed. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Striker, 3-3. Check, huh?
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Claws red.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Trouble, 38. Set. Slide through.
Trying again following the sack. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Now to throw. Buys time, rolling right. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Brandon Stevens has it. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. They connect on the deep shot. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Reed. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And the fumble recovery is made. No, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right at a young age.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he makes the Huffs go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
One final shot here. Flush down now to his left. And he gets into the end zone. That is exactly why they went for two right there, Brock. It's back down to a one-possession game. So with barely any time left, they need everything to break their way. Officials signaling timeouts possible that they find a way to score. So with barely any time left, they need everything to break their way. Oh, and the kicking team's got it! Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths because I don't imagine any of them were breathing.